On Thursday night, the Steelers travelled up to Glasgow for a league match-up. In the end, Matt Greenfield shutting out the Clan in their own building, as the Clan's struggles to score continue. A good outing for the Steelers' fourth line sees them pick up a couple of goals. The goal scorers for the men in orange were Brandon Whistle, Scott Allen, and an empty net goal for Jonathan Phillips. The men in purple managed to get 32 shots on goal, but nothing to particularly test Greenfield. Also failing to convert on 2 power play opportunities. In terms of positives, they played a disciplined game, giving up no penalties, and Zach Driscoll played well, making 35 saves, with a 94.59 save percentage. Brandon Whistle opened the scoring with this nice wraparound shot. This is one Driscoll might want back. Dropping into the butterfly, opting for the poke check, which gives up a lot of net to shoot at. Newman races into the offensive zone, throwing a puck on net, which Allen tips perfectly to make it 2-0. Finally, with the net empty, Phillips gets the empty netter. After the game, Glasgow Clan head coach, Malcolm Cameron said, "We just cannot seem to find the back of the net. And sometimes when you're struggling to score, it creeps into your mind, you're either too afraid to shoot, or you are not quite as patient as you need to be, or you panic a little bit in front of net when the goalie is down." The Guildford Flames hosted Coventry Blaze for a Challenge Cup battle. The Blaze with a red-hot start to the season, but just falling short to the Flames in overtime. The goal scorers for Guildford being Johan Eriksson, Ian McNulty, and Bradley Lalonde. And for the Blaze, Marley Quince and Kim Tallberg. The Flames controlled the game for the most part. 33 shots on goal for the Flames, compared to Coventry's 25. The Flames' special teams were also on point, with 2 power play goals, and an 83.33% on the penalty kill. Johan Eriksson got on the board early, with this perfect shot. He just holds on to it for a split second longer, fooling the goalie. Blaze tied the game up with a nice shot Quince. The Flames go ahead on the power play, a nice passing play, for a perfect assist in close. With just 4 seconds on the clock, the Blaze managed to force overtime, with a really opportunistic backhand by Tallberg. Now in overtime on the power play, Lalonde hits a bomb of a shot, to take the 2 points. Following the game, Flames head coach Paul Dixon said, "We didn't play our best game tonight over 60 minutes. But we found a way to win, which shows good character, which is key early in the season." The Cardiff Devils hosted the Glasgow Clan in league action on Saturday night. The Devils flexed their offense, putting up 6 goals. Whilst the Clan's struggles continue. The goal scorers for Cardiff were Justin Crandall, Marcus Crawford, Brodie Reid, Cole Sanford, Joey Martin, Jake Coughler. The Clan's goal scorers were Gary Haden, Stephen Dixon, and Craig Peacock. In a high-octane game that saw a total of 82 shots on goal and 12 power plays across both teams, the Devils' power play executed on 2 occasions and continues its lethal streak. Justin Crandall opened the scoring, after Driscoll gives up a huge rebound, off a shot from Ryan Penny. Crandall, who usually plays passer, converts to make it 1-0. The Clan quickly level it up, after a scramble play, Gary Haden manages to knock home the equalizer. The Devils stormed ahead, with goals from Crawford, Reid, and Sanford. Before on the power play, Joey Martin blasts a slap shot to get the Devils' 5th goal of the night. Another goal from the Devils makes it 6. But the Clan fight back, again with a scramble in front of the net. This time Dixon gets on the board against his old team. They got another to make it 6-3. But that's how it ended. After the game, Devils head coach Brodie Dupont said, "We were happy with the response, and started the game well. We were happy with the way we shot the puck. It felt like we let off the gas late in the third, which is human nature at times, but is definitely something I want to address. But overall, looking at the big picture, I am very happy." Saturday night saw a high-intensity dogfight of a game, with lots of back-and-forth scoring. It took overtime to decide, with the Giants taking the 2 points in their Challenge Cup bid. Goal scorers for the Giants were Scott Conway, Kieran Long, David Gilbert with 2 goals, and Mark Cooper. For the Stars, Roman Semjonovs, Philippe Sanchez with a pair of goals, and Elijah Barriga with a penalty shot goal. When it came to the stat sheet, it was a mixed bag. Despite the high scoreline, neither team converted on the power play, despite having 7 opportunities between the two teams. Giants dominated the shot clock, with 36 shots on goals, whilst Dundee trailed with 22. Peyton Jones was the less busy goalie, but only put up an 81.82 save percentage, compared with Svensson who posted an 86.11 save percentage. Both teams will be looking for an improvement in those defensive numbers. Scott Conway got the scoring going, as he usually does. With a huge deke. Sending a Stars player the wrong way before absolutely roofing it. Roman Semjonovs leveled things, with a nice wrist shot from high in the slot. After goals back and forth, things were level at 4 goals apiece. It took overtime to decide things. Gabe Bass danced through the offensive zone making space for Gilbert in front of the net, who shot past Svensson, high glove side to take the 2 points. After the game, Belfast Giants head coach Adam Keefe said, "We don't want to be playing that way, and giving up that many quality scoring chances. Tomorrow is another chance for us to correct that." The Fife Flyers' struggles out of the gate continued on Saturday night, as they welcomed the Manchester Storm in league action. After holding a 1-goal lead for a large part of the game, the Flyers ended up conceding 5 goals to the Storm, for a crushing defeat. The goal scorers for the Storm being Jesper Orval with a pair, Cameron Critchlow, Zach Herman, and Tyson Fawcett. The lone scorer for the Flyers being Jana Lakonen. The Storm dominated in every single category. Only level with the Flyers for shots on goal with 31 apiece. The Storm had more power plays and took less penalties. A 100% record on the penalty kill for them on 5 chances. Shane Owen had a tough outing, with what was a good first half of the game for him quickly fell apart after that first goal went in. Levine continuing his excellent start to the season. Lakonen got the scoring started with the only goal for the Flyers of the night. Excellent skating from Sean Cameron saw him break free from the Storm, before sending a perfect pass to a wide-open Lakonen, who did a really nice job getting this shot elevated above the blocker. It was a while before the Storm could respond. They did so on the power play, Jesper Orval collecting the puck, walking in and using Emmerdahl as the screen, absolutely wiring a shot past Owen. Further goals came from Critchlow, Herman, and Fawcett. Before Jesper Orval closed the game out with the Storm's 5th and final goal of the night. From behind the net, just shooting a puck on Owen hoping for a deflection into the goal. After the game, Jeff Hutchins said, "I don't think we had our best night. We started out slow. Going into the first break we talked about our commitment and effort level. They just wanted it more, and we didn't respond to their intensity. On Sunday, the Cardiff Devils welcomed the Guildford Flames to Ice Arena, Wales. In Challenge Cup action, a feisty game saw a close finish, but a final score line of 3-2 in favour of the Flames. A couple of blue liners scored for Guildford in Bradley Lalonde and Ben O'Connor, with Daniel Tedesco getting the third. The goal scorers for Cardiff came in Riley Brandt and Brodie Reid. The Devils put 41 shots on McAdam, the highest of which was Cole Sanford, who managed 7 shots on goal, whilst the Flames only managed 30 shots on goal. The Devils also dominated in the face-off dot, with 30 face-off wins. Ryan Penny leading the way with 11 of them. The Flames dominated on special teams, with a power play goal, and an 83.33% success rate on the penalty kill. Bradley Lalonde continued his hot start, putting up his second goal of the season. An absolute clapper from the dots. Ben O'Connor got his first goal of the year, receiving the puck and skating into the dots before taking a slap shot to beat Cozen. A stark reminder of O'Connor's skill set. No screen, no deflection, Cozen saw it all the way, and was square to the puck, and it still beat him. Riley Brandt gets the Devils on the board, with a high deflection in the slot. Tedesco got the Flames to 3, and with the time winding down, the Devils looked for an answer. With just 5 seconds to go, the Devils managed to claw back a goal. The empty cage left for Brodie Reid to tap it in. After the game, Devils head coach Brodie Dupont said, "I felt like we made some mental errors, some breakdowns that Guildford capitalized on. We just couldn't seem to get anything going. And the team got frustrated near the end, and we started taking some penalties. Obviously, we need to make some adjustments on our penalty kill. We need to get that working." The biggest rivals in the Elite League battled it out in Challenge Cup action on Sunday. The Nottingham Panthers hosting the Sheffield Steelers. After a poor start to the season, the Panthers really needed a good performance. Not a perfect game by any means, but the bounces went their way. The Steelers missed 2 or 3 empty netters, but the Panthers found a way to take the 2 points in overtime. Brett Newman and Sebastian Pichet were the goal scorers for the Steelers, whilst Jeremy Welsh scored a pair, and Adam Brady was the overtime hero for the Panthers. The Steelers mounted quite the offense, with 40 shots on net, and a couple golden opportunities missed. Both Pichet and Ciampini got 7 shots on goal. Meanwhile, the Panthers only managed to get 29 shots on goal, Brady leading the way with 8. Alex DeBow won the goaltending battle with a 95 save percentage. Compared with Greenfield, who posted an 89.66 save percentage. In the face-off dot, it was all Panthers with 37 wins. Jeremy Welsh leading in that department with 15. Jeremy Welsh got the scoring going, with some excellent hands in front of the net, sending the puck 5-hole on Greenfield. The Steelers equalized through Brett Newman, with Sebastian Pichet entering the zone before sending a cross-ice pass for a Newman one-timer. The Steelers then went ahead on the power play, with an absolute bullet from Pichet. The Panthers returned fire on the power play, again with Welsh in front of the net, with the backdoor tap in. The game went to overtime, and with a 2-on-0, Dougie Legrone made an incredible diving block. In overtime, Welishka makes a perfect pass through the defender's legs, for an easy tap-in for Adam Brady to claim the 2 points. After the game, Nottingham Panthers head coach Gary Graham said, "Sacrifice, we gave more of ourselves. You see it in a lot of the play, guys were diving to make sliding backdoor saves. Those are the things you have to do to get out of a slump, and we did the things we needed to." On Sunday night, the Dundee Stars welcomed the Belfast Giants, in a rematch from the night previous. Dundee looked to get some payback, but fell in the third period to the Belfast Giants, with a final score of 4-1 in favour of the visitors. In a game that was levelled at 1 for a large part of the game, before the Giants finished the job in the third period. The lone goal for Dundee coming through Phillips, who seemed to be involved in everything all night, not just offensive chances, but also a lot of physical after the whistle roughing as well. The Giants' goals came through David Gilbert, David Goodwin, and a pair from Scott Conway. The Giants controlled the game, putting up 29 shots on goal, having 6 power plays, converting on 2. Jackson Whistle played excellent between the pipes, putting up a 95.24 save percentage. The Stars struggled to get much going in terms of offense, but they will take positives in their power play, which looked good. David Gilbert opened the scoring, on the power play. The Giants managed to pull all the Stars' penalty killers across to the boards, leaving Gilbert wide open in front of the net, to shoot low glove side. Philippe Sanchez answered back, again on the power play, hitting home a rebound. Things stayed that way, until in the third period, everyone thought Cooper was going to shoot. When he made a cross-seam pass to David Goodwin, who had an empty cage to shoot into. Scott Conway was left open in front of the net, to make a nifty move past Svensson for his first of the night. Conway got his second of the night, again in close on the net, pulling it from his backhand to his forehand and putting it past Svensson short side. Following the game, Dundee Stars head coach Jeff Mason said, "Incredible effort from our guys, we ended up short on bodies throughout the game. I cannot fault their effort at all. We were in that game right up until the end." On Sunday the Coventry Blaze faced the Fife Flyers in league action. It ended 3-2, in favour of the Blaze. Jana Kivelati had an excellent game on his return to the Skydome, putting up 2 goals, and 7 shots on goal. The goal scorers for the Blaze were Brady Norrish, Marley Quince, and Colton Yellowhorn. And for Fife Flyers, Jana Kivelati with a pair. The Blaze controlled the majority of the game, with 32 shots on goal, and excellent special teams, converting on 2 power plays, and having a perfect penalty kill record on 2 occasions. Paavo Holsa made some incredible saves, and put up a 92.59 save percentage. For me the stat that stands out most is the face-off wins. Flyers with just 17. Only 3 Flyers players took face-offs, Barry McKenzie, Chris Lawrence, and Jan Claus. All of which had terrible face-off records. The best of which was Jan Claus, who won 4 and lost 9. Losing that many face-offs certainly makes it tough to control the play. Brady Norrish opened the goal scoring, with a nice individual effort, skating in from the boards, and going right to the net, to knock it in close. On the power play, right off the face-off, Marley Quince made it 2, after Shane Owen gives up a huge rebound from a blue line slap shot. The Flyers clawed one back, again off the face-off dot. Jana Kivelati applying the finish. The comeback hopes rest squashed, again on the power play. Jack Billings comes in on the right, and just holds the puck for a split second fooling everyone, before sending a perfect pass backdoor to Yellow Horn for the tap-in. With a few seconds left on the clock, Kivilati does manage to get his second goal, with a nice backdoor tap-in. Sandstrom being playmaker on this one. After the game, Coventry Blaze head coach Danny Stewart said, "It was a funny game. I thought we came out really good. In the first period, we put them back on their heels, and created a lot of chances. But we just missed the net too many times. We had around 12 or 13 missed shots, hitting glass in the first period.